She's success with Global.Media.com and celebrating with or without champagne or rum. But she's success with Global.Media.com. Every step forward is a new beat to your drum. Achieve success with Global.Media.com and celebrate it with or without champagne or rum.
Hello, everyone. Sincere apologies for being late. I had a family emergency. My son was stuck at school, and for some unknown reason, the bus service decided that they're not going to work today. So I had to go and get him. I do apologize profusely. I really do. Those who are here, please, I'm glad you're here. I'm sending DMs now to the friends who are. Annie, where are you? I'm here. Okay, Hebron. Now, Hebron, don't be there, Hebron. Well, if Hebron joins, I'll tell him to join the stage. Joe Mule. Where's Joe? Let's invite her. No, so welcome. Look, African Business Talks is here. It's what this is. It's what it always is. I have a conversation I want to have with my African brothers and sisters. Of course, those who are African brothers and sisters, do come on stage and do come and share, because of course you have something I can learn from you. It's a difficult time. Health insurance on Friday. Yeah, you'll be fine. You're not going to be here on Friday. Let's hope you're not. That's someone I'm talking to, so that's fine. Of course, I don't acknowledge your event. Now, why do people think I'm here to entertain them in that way? If you join my room now, okay, I would tell everyone you're here. Don't cry about it. I don't like anyone who moans at me. I don't enjoy it. So no, I'm just doing what I do. I can't see who's here because obviously I'm doing some DMs. But look, my conversation today is an important point for me. I will say, if you're here, please put a comment in the comment feed. Let us know where you're joining us from, for example, or just say hi, and then I will work out from there that you are here. If you don't comment, I won't know you're here. Of course, I love to acknowledge you. Of course, I would. Yeah, and we'll try. Like I say, the conversation I want to have today is literally one of the important topics on my list of what I call pie in the sky thinking. My point is, many African business or African entrepreneurs have these crazy ideas, and I would like us to begin to either face up to them or dispel the myths. Which one is it going to be? That's why I do these rooms. That's why I bring these conversations. Of course, I love to hear your ideas. I love to know what your thoughts are on the topic. And I think maybe I would love to leave here with the idea that the assumptions that we are spreading is not that my I guess the implication of what I'm saying is not true. And the topic that we have today is the notion that African entrepreneurs, African businesses, especially in startups, have this crazy idea that they want to go from zero to heroes, zero to international overnight. They start a business and suddenly they want to be big business. Is that true? I think it is. And is that the right way to go? No, I don't think that's the way to go. I think there's a way to build a business, right? There really is. I didn't build my business overnight. It's taken me 10 years to get this far. I'm still a long way from where I'm going to be. So when I started my business, I had this dream. I haven't told my wife. I'm like, no, don't worry, darling. In 2 years, I'm going to be on the beach. I'm doing digital marketing. Everyone needs marketing. Everyone needs my expertise. I'll get loads of customers. And within 2 years, I'll be rich enough to be on the beach somewhere. Yeah. 10 years on, my friends. Look where I am. I am barely there. All right, Mr. Hebron. Please come on stage, Mr. Hebron. If you can do camera, especially, I'm so glad you're here. Hebron is my co-host. So let me find. So I'm gonna share the StreamYard link with you. Pavika, I see you too. Stephen, welcome. Natalie, you're a star. Natalie called me to say, where are you? I'm so glad you're here. Michael, I see you as well. Okay, so let me do the first thing. I'm going to put the comment. I'm going to put the StreamYard link in the comments. Want to come on stage? You can. Natalie, you can come on stage and still do what you do. No, and anyone who wants to come on stage, you can come on stage and not turn your camera on. There's Cyrus, I see you as well. That's so upsetting. See, I was ready for this show. 20 to 5 my time. I was ready. I went downstairs, made a cup of tea, and then suddenly the phone rang. That's how I got into trouble. So I had to go, then I had to go and get my son. Now my tea is cold. That really upsets me. Mr. Hebron, click on this StreamYard link, and you can join the studio. You can turn your camera off if you want to, but at least if you're in the studio, then we can talk, my friend. Let me send the link to your DM on LinkedIn as well. So there's definitely no confusion. I say that's as far as I got in terms of scrolling to see who's here on the comments. Natalie, thank you so much as always. So you realize that we need someone to maintain the comments, because of course I'm going to pay attention to them, but more importantly, all I can do is acknowledge and try and respond to some of the comments. So Natalie does an amazing job to welcome you, to thank you when you do comment, and to acknowledge the people who are here. I say again, if you're here, drop us a comment, let us know you're here, and I'd love to know who's here and who I really can thank. Pavika, I see you as well. Welcome. Natalie, showing me that you're here. Michael, who else? Stephen, I've mentioned most of you. Thank you so much. Natalie, you're a star. All right, now on to Hebron. I've sent you the StreamYard link to your LinkedIn DM. If you can come up, that will be much easier. And for anyone who's here, look, the point of me, I guess, a thing that I want you to take away from here today is that LinkedIn Live is not the end of the world. There's magic things to it. The magic thing is that we have replays. Magic thing is that we can bring you up like we normally do. Someone's in my studio. Yeah, who's that? Mr. Hebron. How you doing, Mr. Hebron? I say you look good. So I'll bring you on stage. How are you doing? It's been a while. It's been many months. I didn't do this for a couple of months, but you're here.
Sure.
How's life with you?
Well, I'm doing well. I can't complain.
Welcome to LinkedIn Live, as they call it now, right? If you have to have a break, if you have to do something, if there's anything that comes up, just learn to stop your camera, right? At the bottom of your screen, there's stop camera. So I'll put comments across the screen, and of course, you're more than welcome to. That's you. You're more than welcome to address them. So our rooms do get a bit busy. Zara, I see you as well. Like I was saying, Hebron, we try and use this the same way we use audio. So a lot of people will do these live streams as webinars. So almost like the talks that we'll talk to other people. I don't like that. I like to bring the audience up. If they don't want to come up and talk, I'll bring them in the studio, same as I brought you up, and then they can come and talk, and then we can get rid of them if we have to. I'm so glad Mr. Hebron's here. Right. Okay. I suppose let's do it the way we do it. So for those who don't know me, for those who do know me, I must remind you who I am. I am Eni Osung. My company is Global.Media, and what I do is always the same. I want everyone to be famous. Why do you want them to be famous, Eni? So if you're famous, my friends, then people remember you. My idea of fame, it might have evolved a bit. Now people remember you and they want to like you, know you, like you, and trust you, and want to do business with you. That's pretty much why I do what I do. But these days I realized part of my mission is to make sure your fame, your brand awareness is not fleeting, that your brand awareness is long term. So that's why I do the marketing I do in particular. The marketing I do essentially is events. So events like these, there were audio rooms before. This is the next iteration. So what I do, I want to, by you doing events like this, you build a community around you, and that community doesn't go away. So literally, I want everyone to know who you are because they see you, they know you, they hear you, and they love you. Of course, second thing I do is help people to write their books, publish their books, and sell their books. Again, if you think about it, a book is going to last a lifetime, right? A book is going to give you the fame that for generations. Now, I call it building a legacy. That's pretty much where I spend my time and effort. I've got a book launch with Jay on Thursday, and I've got another book launch with Paulette next week. Is it next week? Yeah, I think next week, Wednesday. So we're going to launch Paulette's new book, New School Niggles, and then also we're going to, I guess, announce her new book series. So now that she has 3 books out, and they're pretty much on the same theme: children's well-being, children's mental well-being, and the issues that children think about, suffer with, worry about. Call it what you like, right? So legitimately make her books a series. What does that mean to you? It means that we can have one price for 3 books. It means we can lower the price, and also you can, rather than just buying one book, maybe you got 3 kids. You can buy books for all of them. So I'm just inviting Grace now. Right. I don't know if Pastor Hebron's still here. Now, hopefully, if he'll come back up, if he's still in the studio, I would love him to tell you what he does. But until then, I guess I carry on waffling. Let me have a look. See, Pastor Hebron's in the studio. If you want to come to the studio, please do come up. Do click on the link. I do want to hear your thoughts. I do want to hear your voice. And I just want to say hello to you as well. The more of you come up, the more I guess you see that this medium is quite easy to use. It's not as scary as you think it is. You saw Mr. Hebron come up just now, and that's just me sharing the link with him. Hello, Professor Roxana. How are you doing? Great to see you. So we're meant to launch Professor Roxana's book yesterday, but Amazon screwed us over, so we couldn't launch the book. Amazing that Amazon has now released the book. So when you publish a book, the book goes into something called, I guess, in review. Hello, Dr. Marcia. I was in your room earlier. Fantastic room as always. Just do join Dr. Marcia. She does her rooms every Tuesday and every Thursday. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining us. I love to everyone who's joined us. I appreciate you all. I really do. Yeah, there's some people who are scared of this medium, right? Thankfully, you're not one of those. And there's a joy in the brave. Some people say, well, why don't you wait till the end of the year? Why should I wait? I want to learn how this thing really works. And I think, those who've been in my lives, in my LinkedIn lives, would know that I've been, we're making it work. We have fun. By the time we finish, people will come on stage, people will come and share, and that's when the magic really happens. And I dare say that's what made audio rooms so much fun, right? So interesting, so much learning for all of us. It's the audience that come to share their thoughts and their feelings and their experiences and their insights that truly make the room what it is. So don't be shy. If you want the link, just ask put in the comments, send any link, please. And I will find you on my DMs. I'll post a link in the comment again in a minute anyway, in a few seconds anyway. And then I shall hopefully have you come up. Right. So I've told you I do audio rooms. I do LinkedIn events essentially, because now that is evolved to this. And I also do book publishing, book marketing. I've got friends who do book writing, and I want to launch your book. That way you get, ideally, become a bestseller. That means you sell more in Amazon categories in a given period. That means more people see your book on Amazon, your book ranks higher, and that's how you benefit from it. And of course, being a bestseller, an international bestseller, a bestselling author, it's a badge you have for life. It never leaves you. So again, part of my remit is to make you famous for the long term. So I'm not saying the other methods don't work. Now I do some social media for people, but I don't really enjoy doing social media all day. It's rather boring. Whereas what I do is always exciting. So making people bestsellers is a joy. It's a proper joy. I'm inviting all my African friends. Let me say, ignore me for a second. Okay, so our conversation today, my friends. Let me get some water. I don't die of thirst. I don't know. I don't know why. I love frozen water these days. Frozen water, not just cold. Frozen. Yeah, I froze that earlier. It's defrosted now, which it cheers me up. Maybe someone will tell me that that's a health issue. I don't know. But I just love cold water. I'm sure. I don't know. Am I the only one? I don't know. I don't know. So, but it's me. Okay. So, all right. What's the conversation I want to have today, my friends? The issue that Africans don't seem to want to build a business the right way. Oh, wrong person. Grace, I see you. Mariam, I see you too. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The Kano States in North Nigeria. So I'm glad you're here. Right. Now, thank you so much for joining me, my friends. I truly appreciate all of you. You giving me some of your time, then that gives me the greatest joy. It really does. It brightens my day. And it makes me realize that we can make this medium work. I say you are the brave. You are the brave. You're the ones who are adopting this LinkedIn Live early rather than waiting till January when everyone else will be here as well. So we have to do this. Come hell or high water. And I'm sure some people are running scared. They're not going to do events anymore. Yeah, poor people. I don't really care. I'm saying that you're here. I'm here. That's the important thing, right? Look, here's my problem. Let's start a conversation. I wonder who's going to come up and share with me. Oh, no, that's the wrong tab. Okay. Right. There's an article I saw that says West African entrepreneurs and companies have what I can best describe as unrealistic expectations about how businesses work. They've got this crazy idea that ideas that we can basically see as daydreaming. I'm not saying don't dream. I'm saying, but dream with some semblance of what can be achieved and what it takes to build a business. Too many of our brothers and sisters, my friends, they literally do the wrong things because they've got the wrong idea about business. If the cap fits, wear it. If it's you, then what are you thinking? Why do you do it? If it's not you, if it's someone the question for you is, how can we change their minds? How can we truly get them to see sense? Because there's none of few ways you can build a business. And I guess relying on crazy ideas, it's not going to work. It's just not going to, unrealistic expectations is not going to work at all. So in these rooms, I've raised the topic a few times. Nesh, welcome. I'm always glad to have you here, all the way from Ethiopia. That always excited. You all excite me. All of you being here truly makes my day. If any of you want to come in the studio, please don't be shy. Just click on this StreamYard link. I'm going to post a comment now and come in the studio. If otherwise DM me, and I'll happily send the link to you in your DM privately. I'm sure Natalie can send the link to you as well. When you come on stage, you haven't got to put your camera on. Oh, look at that. Hebron is back again. Excellent. You turn your camera off, Hebron. You have to put your camera back on. But when you get on stage, to enable camera, enable microphone, and then when you get on stage, you can turn the camera off. How's that? That's it, my friend. You're back. Okay, it could be my slow internet or your slow internet. I don't know which one. The spinning circle of death is looking at us, right? Yeah, Hebron, you're back. All right.
Yeah, I'm back.
Illusional, delusional. Welcome. And I said, look.
Yeah.
Really, I'm so glad you're here, but chill. Chill. It's just like even though they can see you, they will see them in it. So it's fine. So it's a good thing. Right. Tell us about yourself and how you help Mr. Hebron.
Well, I think I'm audible. Am I audible?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear.
Sure. Yeah, so I'm Hebron, joining from Kenya, and well, I do several things, but one of the things which I do mostly is I solve disputes. I like solving disputes, especially disputes relating to family, commercial disputes. I understand that disputes are all over, but one of my specialists is I help people to solve disputes, especially family disputes, dealing with children rights, maintenance, support, and maintenance. That's one of my major here. And also, I am an author. I've written an ebook, two ebooks. One is called "You're Not a Mistake," and another one is one of the one about "You're Not a Mistake" is it's a story about my life, how I was raised up, and then how I was raised up, and how I discovered myself that I was suffering issues of identity and the way I was raised. And it's a story about how to let go, especially issues of unforgiveness and issues like that. And then the second ebook is called Who Am I? Also, it's talking about issues of identity, and I major on issue of you are a creator. You are a creator of the good that you desire. When God created you, He was creating another creator. So you are able to create just the way God created the heaven and the earth, and you are able to create the environment that which you are supposed to be. And yeah, I like engaging people, especially in issues of helping people to discover who they are and also what they are carrying, and to go to the place where their destiny. So basically, that is who I am for now. Let me just share that for now. And I'm so excited to be here. I've really missed this event. I've been doing some things, but now I'm back. Now I'm back, and I think I'll be available. Thank you very much, Annie.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm glad you're here. This is our baby here, bro. Now, we've been doing this for a very long time, right? So thank you for always being there. Actually, I appreciate you. I really do. I think we'll need a friend, a sidekick, a co-host on stage. It makes life much. It makes life easier. And if no one talks, we just talk amongst ourselves. That's the beauty, right? I suppose I've been recording our rooms for you now for most of the time since the new year last year. So I'm going to come to you and we're going to write a book about the topics we discuss. So we're going to write a book and publish a book, a business book. We'll work at something. I guess conversations about Africa. That's one of those things I might call it. Are you with me? So. But now it's being recorded for us. But I'll talk to you. We'll talk afterwards, Hebron, and see what we need to do. Do you have Facebook?
Yeah, I am. Actually, I've been seeing some of the events you have been posting in the Facebook. But unfortunately, I have followed you up. But I'm there. I'm there in Facebook.
Excellent. Do you have YouTube? A YouTube channel?
Yes, I have a YouTube. I've started a YouTube channel.
Super,
and yes.
You see, what you can do with these live streams is streamed to your channel directly. So you stream to your Facebook, you stream to your LinkedIn, you stream to your YouTube. It creates automatic content in these platforms, and a lot of people will watch the replay. Dr. Lisa, you're here. Welcome, welcome. Lisa and I have a room later on tonight. I'm in the pause room. So do connect with her and do join us. What's Stephen saying? Stephen, I'm reading the book on forgiveness. Interesting concept. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much, Stephen. Look, the forgiveness, kindness. Okay, I love all that, Mr. Hebron. Let me talk about the topic today. Of course, I would love your take. So if anyone wants to come up, so just let me know. I'll share the link with you. I've seen a few requests on the DMs to say where's the link. So I have. Who's in the studio? Someone's joined the studio. I hear that noise. Welcome, Zara. So simple. That's as simple as it is. How you doing, Zara? Superb. I'm glad you're here. Oh, Michael wants a link as well. See, Mr. Hebron, here's the aim. Let's make this Semus audio rooms, right? I say no more just talking to our friends. Let's make this really interactive. Let's make this the way we want the events to be. And I say the audience are the key. Michael, I'm going to send a link to your DM. BAK. That normally does it. If anyone else wants a link, if I trigger you enough, then please do join us. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Grace, I'd say I'd love to hear what you're thinking. Anyone else who's here, and if you're here, please make a comment. Drop a comment. That way we know you're here. Okay, right. Here's my argument, my friends. As I said to you, too many of us African businesses and startups have unrealistic expectations about how business really works. Now, in our rooms, Hebron, the ones you've missed, the recent ones, I've talked about two of these expectations. This is number 3 today. The other 2 I've talked about is expectation number 1. Other people they won't do everything for you. It's your business. You run your business. Don't expect us to pay you to run your business. Don't expect us to give you everything for nothing. Don't expect us to do anything for you because it's your business. You make it work. It's not my business. Why do you benefit and I take all the risk? Right. That's not going to happen. So that was the first one. The second one I talked about is the reality that most Africans don't seem to appreciate that good work costs money. They're not keen to pay for quality, which is really, really annoying. Really annoying. Michael, I've sent you the link to your DM. So most Africans, it's not just about paying. I'm not talking about paying me. I'm saying if you don't want my service, it's fine. If you want my service, can't afford it, okay, I understand. But I'm talking about Africans paying each other for services. If an African says, "Here's my," another African will say, "Let's knock you down. Let's knock you down. Can you do it for free?" That's wrong. But it's the same when people go for recruit people for their businesses in Africa. They literally go for the cheapest option, which is wrong. It's totally you're not going to grow unless you employ the people who have the skills and knowledge that you need. Let's be sure, right? If you're going to keep aiming for kids and low-paid people, you're going to get people who are not able to help you. Michael, I see you on stage. Of course, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. You're not afraid. Excellent. You and I are meeting tomorrow anyway. Look, let me do my preaching bit, and then we'll have the proper conversation I want to have today. Look, the problem we have is this. When I say you can't skip to the end, African entrepreneurs seem to think you can. It's a mistake. It doesn't work. And what I mean is that most entrepreneurs in Africa that we meet, all of us, they want to start a business today and get rich tomorrow. And the worst thing is that their get rich tomorrow is based on you and me funding their business. How many kids do you see who start a business and they're like, oh, and I need investors, I need people, I need your money. No, 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 no. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Because if you do that, you're going to lose your business eventually, because it's not for me to fund your business. Now there's a way that businesses grow. There's something called a growth process. On a simple level, like I said to you, when I told my wife we're going to retire in 2 years, I guess I didn't know how to run a business really. I knew how to run a business before, but I just did not realize that it takes so long to build a business. As I stand here today, my friends, I'm well aware that it's going to take me 25 years to get to where I want to get to. 25 years at least to get to where I want to get to. So I'm prepared for the long run. I fear many African entrepreneurs they're not ready for the years it would take to really build a business. So at the beginning of every business, we have to create something. Create something. That's the beginning, right? And then you start. You start your business. You might have an issue around leadership. You might have an issue around what are we really trying to do, because you might change your aims, your mission, your products, your services. But essentially, you must create something and then start delivering. Again, I know many African people who create something in their minds and they turn around and go, ooh, I need to sell it to foreign people. Why? I need dollars and pounds and euros. That's not how the world works. Realize growth is slow and in a process. When you put in the work, when you go through these growth stages, you become good at what you do, develop expertise. And when you do that, my friends, you can build a sustainable business. Without that growth in stages, you're going nowhere at all. Now, let's be sure. And maybe it's a belief in religion, Pastor Hebron. They think God might just make them rich tomorrow. It's not gonna happen. God's not gonna throw an investor in front of you. Learn that you have to build your business yourself. You have to go through what we all go through. The stages, the stage where you learn how to get customers, the stage where you learn how to sell your products and services, the stage where you learn how to recruit the right people, the stage where you learn that business is hard, the stage where you learn how to really make money. Unless you go through those stages, that you're saying, give me money, invest in my business, we know you're going to lose the money. Anyone who's done business knows if you don't learn the right lessons at the right time, you're never going to grow sustainably. But many African entrepreneurs, they miss all of this. They want to go from, I've got a business idea, I want to be rich tomorrow. It's someone in the West, someone who's got money, give me money. And it doesn't work like that. That's the challenge. That's the conversation I think I want to have with you today. You see, I'll tell you about my uncle Isi. I'm lucky, what does it call it, lucky? I grew up in Nigeria with my granddad. My granddad had 9 kids. 9 kids. I say what? 7 were doctors, 1 architect, and my uncle Isi. The firstborn. Call it that, right? Now, from when I was young, I'm talking about when I was young, I'm 50 now. I say when I was 10, Uncle Issy had this amazing idea. I was like, wow, that is genius. He was going to create a telecoms company. We're talking in the 80s, telecoms company in Nigeria. Imagine that. Now, do you think Uncle Issy created a telecoms company? Do you know where Uncle Issy is now? Uncle Issy is still, he literally is rotting away in his 80s in my granddad's compound where I grew up. The first son, the only child that never moved out of home. he was waiting for money, investments to start the telecoms company in the 80s. Look where we are. Look where telecoms has gone. Imagine if this man actually started small, like you have to, start where you are, build slowly, grow. That's the way, my beloved uncle. There's no other way. Don't be waiting for the Westerners people's money, because it's not going to come. They're going to spend their money on what they have to spend money, their priorities. I'm not going to give it to you. That's just one example. But all of you, my friends, you see this every day on LinkedIn. People come to you and say, Zara, I want your money. Send me some money. What are you doing there? For profit or not for profit? It's the same way. You're not going to sign up for profit today and have international funding tomorrow. Now, the one thing I would say to people is always going to be start local. If you do marketing, if you provide a service, it's all right. You can meet yourself if you want for it. No, you're muted. That's fine. It's fine. Go on, Zara.
Do you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you.
And you're right. Today, I was having a conversation with one of my childhood friends, and he was saying the same thing. He's saying, "Why do you Pakistanis all keep looking for jugaad? Jugaad, the alternates, and you don't want to do that process? Why do you keep? Is it Zarar? Is it about testing the process, or is it about like what do you want to do? Why don't you want to go with the process the way we are telling you?" And this is one of the most thing that is right now Pakistani people, because we have so many entrepreneurs here, just like you guys in Africa, in Pakistan as well. And he's right now in Dubai, and he's just one of my childhood friend. He's the only actually my childhood friend, Abid Zaman Khan, and he owns a company here, and he makes those small little videos to boost all those entrepreneurs here in this Pakistan, so that they can show up like friends. It's the friends who push you to that extent that you show up as the best version here. This is what I have understood. Annie, you are an amazing guy, and I really respect you. I really respect you, because what you do for Africa is like.
Yeah, no, thank you, Zara. At least I know I'm not mad, but now you've said it, it definitely knows. I know there's a point to this. The reason why I'm talking about this, and I thought I respect you the same way as my friend. Right back at you, so I always say, right. Look, there's a way to do what we need to do to build a business. My friend Zion always says, you have to go through tests. The tests is what gives you a testament. You can't get there and tell a story how you got there if you haven't got a testament. I would say even look, just growing up as a kid in Africa, you have tests. My son had a problem with buses today. I'm saying, in Africa, good luck with the buses. There aren't none. There's taxis, there's taxi buses, and good luck if you know when they come and when they're not going to come, right? You have to walk in places. So the stories we used to hear, that the people who use they walk miles to get to the river to get water to bring back home. It's the same in business. You have to. Those who are successful, they have those stories to tell. They have the stories of when they were nearly bankrupt, when they learned a big lesson, when they realized that this was much harder than they thought, and they had to keep learning. When the day they learned that, they had to make more friends. I say, this is how business is really built, right? And I would love for our brothers and sisters to realize that same truth. Now, I think you're right, Sarah. I think building trust is part of the process. I think also management, learning how to manage people, learning how to recruit the right people in the first place is one of the skills we have to learn in business. I haven't learned it yet. I employ them, I pay them, I sack them. Because I can't. I'm a psychologist and I'm a management expert on paper, but I can't manage. I don't like people in real life when they work for me. So I let them. I can let them go quite happily. I'm saying I still have to learn that skill. The day I learn that skill will be the day I can get to the next level. The day when I can become the owner who is not doing the work. I'm saying to you, that's a growth phase. That's a phase in my growth. I'm well aware I haven't conquered yet. There's a stage now. So when you learn how to build a team, manage a team, delegate to your team, I could carry on. There's many more stages. There comes a time when you will learn, truly, I guess, how to get people to do stuff through collaboration. And then you learn how to manage money. These are what mature companies learn. All these lessons. That's why they are big business. See, when you've done all these things, when you got to when you become a mature company, whether that takes you a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years to learn these lessons, that's when you go out there and say, I need investors to go to the next stage, become a global company, a big company. See, maybe my real bugbear is this. Here's my real bugbear. What really annoys me, what jars my brain. If you're a social media genius, don't come on LinkedIn and say, I can make £1 million a year for you and your company. Go and do it go to your market. Get some of your market store owners and do it for them. Do it for your the companies on your street. Do it for the companies in your village. Do it for the companies in your town. Do it for the companies in your state. Do it for the companies in your country. And then you can begin to reach out and go international. By the time you've done it for all those companies, here's what's going to happen, my friends. You're going to have learned many lessons, number one. You're going to have gone through the growth stages. Number two, you're going to build that trust Sarah's mentioned. The trust that means that you're never going to die, you're never going to starve. What are you? I don't know what this currency is in Kenya, Hebron. You know what I'm saying? But you're not going to starve if you are giving people the service they need, right? What you can't do is suddenly wake up and say, oh, I need just foreign money, foreign investment. No, you don't. You really don't. Look, Stephen, I see you. Any truth, the fact that growth happens slowly tells it all. It's I don't know where you can see the comments, but saying there's a proverb from wise King Solomon, wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished. It shall. It's unsustainable, right? Where he that gathereth by labor shall increase. That's exactly it, Stephen. That's what I'm talking about. We have to put in the work and suffer the pains before we can get to where we want to get to. That means that when I'm giving you my money, I'm not taking a risk. I'm giving you my money, and you've learned the lessons. You know something. You're sustainable. You're a mature company. You're not gonna lose my money. You're gonna build on it and give me money back. Return on investment is called, my friends. It's not rocket science, right? I can talk about this all day, but I think I've said enough. I wonder what my friends think. If you want to come to the studio, Stephen, Dr. Fortune, Given, thank you so much for all being here. If you want to come and share with us your thoughts on what I'm saying, please do come on stage. Click on the StreamYard link and do come on stage. I would love you to come and share with us. Mr. Hebron, what's your take?
Am I audible?
Yeah, that's perfect. I can hear you perfectly.
Sure. So I think I go back to mindset, and I think one of the things
Oh no, your earphones are not helpful. Your earphones are not helpful. So ditch the earphones if you can. Yeah, they talk normally. Right. Yeah. Perfect.
So I'm saying I'll still go back to the issue of mindset. The issue of mindset, I think one of the things in Africa is that I think we have a problem of two things. One is the mindset, and number two, our education system. because let me go with the education system first. I think our education system it has a philosophy behind it, whereby we are educated to work, or we are educated to get jobs. And most of the business people, they start businesses because they do not get a job. Maybe somebody was looking for a job, somebody was looking maybe for, or somebody has been fired, or somebody has retired. And because the philosophy behind our education was the issue that I am studying to get a job, I'm studying to be hired. And in that case now, we see that money is in the jobs. So most of the businesses, or most of the business people, especially where I am, is that they are people who are not really aspired to get to do business, and they were not kind of they were not prepared for businesses. So somebody maybe just started a business because he did not get a job, or somebody just got a business because there was a crisis. And then because of that, now we want to get quick money, we want to grow very fast. And in that case now, that's again, I come back to the mindset whereby now I am joining this business, or I'm doing this business because maybe I had somebody when he does these businesses, maybe he was doing this business. For example, in where I am staying here, most of the business we have to most of the thriving businesses where we have hardwares, where many people have gone to selling, having shops, having hardwares. And now, because maybe because I've seen people making money in that kind of business, so I jump in that business because I'm thinking I can make quick money. And I think that's why most people now, they are not, they are I mean, they cannot be prepared, they cannot persevere. And when things become difficult, then somebody cannot persevere, or somebody cannot go through the process maybe of 2 years, 5 years. And I want to agree with you that for us to really reach a point of maturity, then we have to go through a process. The way you have already said, you have to go through a process, you have to go through testing. But what about if I was not prepared for that test? Then that's why many people, they think that when I start business, I just want to dash to my destiny because of that kind of mindset. So I think one of the biggest problems to me I see is the issue of mindset and education. Back to you, Annie.
No, I agree with you entirely, my friend. I agree with you. It's a mindset thing. And the mindset issue for me is not just the way we think. I think the mindset it goes back almost stage one of business, like you were saying. Why are you starting a business? Yes, it may be bad luck, it may be a bad experience. Many people around the world have create businesses because they've been fired, they've been laid off, they've made redundant. In my case, and I literally, as I worked myself 15 years into a miserable position. I didn't want to be there. They didn't want me there, but they paid me enough for me to leave, which is like a year's wages to leave, right? So, oh my God, I want to start a business. Much easier. What I'm saying? But I created something that people needed, marketing. Now, and when it didn't go so easily, I'm willing to learn what's involved. I'm willing to work. I said that one day I spoke to a man. One person told me, you never make money out of marketing. It won't work. No one ever does, right? I'm like, oh, that's disappointing, And yeah, and they wanted to. I was literally almost heartbroken. That's my friend Felix. Then I met another man on here on LinkedIn. Someone called Steve Kidd. I still talk to him. I talked to him the other day. Now, Steve, he's saying to us, "No, I've got £100,000 a year clients." I'm like, "How do you do that? How do you do that in marketing?" And he explained quite simply, "Look, when you get the big clients, you ramp up your staff, you ramp up your freelancers, get all the freelancers working on the projects. Obviously, you have to have project management skills, right? And then when the client goes or your project is finished, you close everything down, you get rid of the freelancers. That's inspired me, but this man had been in business 25 years. 25, and he's still going now. I'm saying that's when I realized if I'm gonna get there, I'm gonna have to give myself at least 25 years. I'm saying, right, if you don't have this sense of mission, this sense of purpose, the service that people need that you created, you got nothing to hold on to. And many people, I agree, Mr. Hebron, they don't have the skills to even start, but they still start, right? They still start.
Can I
They,
join
they,
in?
Yep.
they talk a good talk. Michael, please feel free.
Hi, Mr. Hebron. I heard what you said. It is very, very accurate, and you're pinpointing on an area that aggrieves me, and that you're focusing on what the problem is, and also pointing kind of like you're illuminating that there may be a solution. The fact is that when you're doing business and you want to enter a business, what is the whole point of opening a business? Is basically you are solving a solution. There's a problem, you want to solve a solution, you're solving a solution. If you're not solving the solution in the local area, then what is the point of solving a solution that is 100 miles away? There's no point in doing that. You're still going to be hungry, and you're still going to be, it doesn't matter how smart you are. You can solve that solution in the local area, but nobody's going to buy it because they have no clue what it's for. Yeah, maybe 100, 200 miles, 300, 400 miles away, people know how to do this thing, but if you can't get your stuff there, you're done, you're finished. So solve the solutions in the local area. Just like Amy said, it's the local, you should be looking at your local area and solving the solutions in your local areas. And if you actually take a look at our local areas in Africa, there's so many solutions, there's so many problems that need solving. We just simply need to sit down, focus on those. And just like you said, our education system sucks. They don't point us to these simple things like, if you're going to start, you want to do something for your community, solve the small problems. Solve them. That's what education is all about. We go to school to be educated, and I know most recently it's to solve problems in other countries, for other places. That's what the education system. That's how the education system is built, to solve other people's problems, but not to solve Africa's problems. That mindset in the education system must change. The teachers must change that. The leaders must change that and recognize that the only way we're going to get out of this economic spiral is to solve our own damn problems. First and foremost. My biggest problem is Africa, we don't have food. I'm like, wait, what do you mean we don't have food? We've got plenty of food. What are you talking about? We're the most, everybody's saying that we're the ones, we have the bread, we're the bread basket of the world. We used to be the bread basket of the world. We still are. But we need to solve the problems on the ground for ourselves first, before we start solving other people's problems. Otherwise, we're just not going to be able to survive to solve other people's problems. We're just not going to be there. It makes no sense. It's just like when you go into an airplane, they tell you, hey, put your, when the mask drops, put the mask on yourself first before you put it on the other person. Yes, it's very important that you do that, because you're not going to be around if you're having trouble breathing and trying to put it on the other person. You'll die in between. So really think, these are simple things. And that is where I believe that we need to start. We need to drive this idea of, yes, we can have entrepreneurs, businesses, etc., but solve the problems at home first, solve the problems on the ground. build your economy first from where you are. Make sure that you're eating from where you are, surviving from where you are. Otherwise, you're not going to make it 100 miles away over there on the other side. You're not gonna get there. Anyway, that's my 2 cents, Kenny. That's my 2 cents.
They were more than 2 cents, my friend Michael. More than 2 cents, right?
Truly, no. Look, I agree with you so much, Michael. But I'm sure, hopefully, you know that already. Solve our problems at home. Like I said, start in your street, start in your village. If you do that, you're not gonna starve to death, and you're gonna, you learn how to make your skill really work. And yes, I understand. Maybe that doing digital in Africa is hard. But imagine if you could actually do it. Imagine if you could create a website that really helps the business to sell. Imagine if you did. Wouldn't that be amazing? And wouldn't that give you the skill to make any business grow? I'm saying, Michael, we need to solve our problems. Africa has too many problems that no one wants to solve. We look to the West and say it's their fault. Stop that. Fix your problems. We've got kids who are super clever. Make it educated. Look, we've got the greatest number of youths on the planet, and we have ideas. We need to implement what Michael, as you're saying, as we'll agree, and then take the process and the time to make our solution for the world. Michael,
I mean, if you take a look at Burkina Faso and how it's actually solving its problems, I mean, that's an example right there.
Go on, tell us.
They're really focusing on themselves. Focusing on themselves, nobody else. This is ours. We're going to focus on ourselves, and we're going to produce for ourselves. And they are producing. It's kind of amazing, right? They're focused on agriculture, which used to be a huge problem in Burkina Faso, huge. But now you can see that they're now exporting some of the products that they're producing out of the ground to other countries around the area, the local areas, to support them. Because if they don't support them, then how are they going to grow?
Exactly. Look, I'm with you.
I like the way any you says huge.
I say in pain. Stephen, I hear you. Learning of skills is really crucial. And the biggest skill we need to learn, apart from the technical side, is a mindset. Pastor Hebron mentioned earlier. Our mindset must change. It must focus on what we're saying. Start local, build my skills up, and be a world beater. It's not rocket science. And then we must learn business building skills. We must learn how to build a business. There's books out there. We must learn. We really must. My Pastor Hebron, if you want to comment, please feel free. Otherwise, I go to Pivika. Pastor Hebron,
Any?
Yeah.
There's something you have mentioned. I think maybe you need to bring it out clearly. You have said that when you started your business and you met people discouraging you that you cannot make money in that area. And I think one of the problem also is, as much as we are talking about we have to solve problems, there are some problems somebody can identify that he has strength or she has strength on them, but they don't know how they can make money from solving that problem. For example, and I thank very much the way as much as I came to this meeting, I learned a lot. For example, when I started my business on issue of dispute resolution, I am so passionate. I have that strength in solving disputes. But initially, I was doing a non-profit. I was not getting money from that business because there are problems I am solving. However, when I talk about this as a business, somebody will tell me you cannot make money in that area. So I think one of the things maybe you need to highlight more is sometimes somebody might identify a problem, but he cannot see an immediate way of making money in solving that problem. So I don't know what you can say about that. Maybe somebody might be listening here, maybe they have such problem. So also maybe I'll talk about the issue of you have to learn how as you're solving that problem, how do you also make money? And I think my friend, I don't know what his name, has also mentioned about Burkina Faso, that they are concentrating on solving their own problem, and he has mentioned something like agriculture. But now, as much as we are solving the problem, now they have reached a point where they can export the food stuff. So maybe I don't know something. Can you highlight something about that? How did you manage, and how can somebody manage? Maybe if identify a certain problem and it does not have immediate results. What should I do? Any? I know they got me. Any? Did you understand me?
One idea that I have is collaboration. We need to really figure out how to collaborate with each other. Just like you pointed out, that person who was telling Annie that he could not do it, that's not true. You know, eventually Annie went back and he collaborated with somebody else, and he found out, yeah, he could do it. But is that Annie also indicated we need to be talking to each other and boosting each other and giving each other positive vibes and collaborate, because our energies are only our energies for ourselves. If we combine our energies, we will do something significant. Case in point, Burkina Faso. They have significantly combined their energies in different sectors, and they have not only done that correctly, but they have become a melting point where other people from other African nations and other organizations are going into Burkina Faso to see what's going on and to also give them assistance and help. Collaboration.
I would like to share something. Hi everyone, I'm Purvika Anand. So with respect to identifying a problem, so what happens? Great minds think alike. Yes. So there is a problem in society right now, and there are going to be a group of people very separately, all coming up with the solutions. Yes. So say the news talks about a problem, and 5 people from 5 different parts think, oh my God, I have an idea. I know how to solve this. So each person, they come up with their own ideas to go about it. Now, out of these 5 people, there can be one person who has the money, there is one person who has the network, or one person is good at sales. Everyone has their own strong points. However, when these 5 people want to collaborate, they need to be open minded that, okay, we are all trying to solve the same problem, and we need to be modest enough not to want to be the head of of the group.
Really, I agree. I agree. Now, look, now, truly, that's genius. Sorry, I lost myself.
Communication.
I lost myself for a bit. My computer froze. So when Michael said collaboration, I was thinking, okay, how do we make that work? Now, but now the way you said it, Pavika, is perfect, right? It really is. It's brilliant. That's what you see. I don't know. Maybe it's only in Africa. I mean that sincere. In the UK, you don't see it, right? There's the way we do shop. There's one shop. There's a different shop next door. A different shop next door. I'm sure Hebron. I'm sure you've seen this, Mike. I'm sure you've seen this Africa as well. I'm sure Zara and Pavika have seen it in their countries, right? Where you have two shops doing the same thing.
Yeah.
which is crazy because the customer has to choose one.
Yes.
Absolutely. In the same
Crazy.
area.
Yeah, no, there's no next door. This is next door to each other. There's no wall separates them. What's the customer meant to think? Are they meant to choose? One will surely lose in the end and die, right? If those two club together, they would have the business you're talking about, Pavika. I get you. I get you on that one for sure. Look, I think that, who said? I think Stephen said earlier, learning skills. But no, we need to learn skills. We need to learn skills. Let me try and explain it this way, my friends. No, Mr. Hebron, you're very noisy in the background, but no, it's not going to kill us, right? Let me put it this way. It takes 9 months to have a baby. We all want the baby sooner, right? We all want the baby to come sooner. We all want the baby to come quick, but it takes 9 months. Humans have learned to deal with this. For that 9 months, you learn, you gather resources for your kid when it comes, right? You gather money. You learn many things before your child comes. It's the same in business. Except it's not 9 months; it's years. In those years, you must keep learning, keep doing, keep doing. Yeah, someone asked me the other day. Was it yesterday? Today? Yesterday, I think. How many lives? How many lives have you done since LinkedIn changed from audio? I'm like, oh no! But I said yesterday I've done 9. Number 10. There were 11 later on today. I'm saying the way everyone's kind to me about my audio rooms and my audio room skills because I've done audio. That's the day audio rooms came in. I started to do audio rooms, right? And I've done 4 or 5 every day ever since. Now it's changed. I'm doing lives. I'm doing them. I'm not going to wait till New Year to start. Like I said to you, I'm going to start now, get ahead of the curve, learn the skills to make this thing work for all of us. They were saying, "Oh, Amy, you're the LinkedIn Live genius." Yeah, I know. But it's taking work every day. It's taking doing. It's taking learning as we go, making friends like you. Seriously, I'm saying that's the process. It's not rocket science. Perseverance. It's not just a word. It's a real thing. You know,
Experience.
yeah. Each day we learn something, Mr. Everyone here, we learn something new. Olu, I see you. Olu, I say you. Welcome. Jeremy, I see you too. But literally each day we learn. Unless we learn, we're going nowhere. What you don't need is foreign investment because all you're gonna do is waste it. No, really.
Okay.
But Stephen says, the mindset is very important. I
No,
really
it's not just waste. You're going
we lost you.
to,
We
which you're
lost
gonna
you.
hate. You're not
Go.
gonna love it.
Yes, I agree. I agree. I agree. We need the tests to be able to give our testament. I can't say that enough. You need to make money and then make money sustainably. Success begets success. Success brings more success. If you do what me and Michael are saying, start local, then you can be more successful, and all you can do is become more and more successful. If you reach out to Europe and America for money from day one or day two, you're going nowhere. Really not. I'm sure Hebron mentioned it. Hebron and Michael mentioned it earlier. For every one person that gets lucky and gets money thrown at them, which are going to blow anyway, for everyone that gets money like that, there's 1,000 who don't. So don't rely on that to build your business. Start local and build, 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 build. Pavika, please, if you want to add to the conversation, you feel free.
Okay. Hello, Annie. Um, One, I want to repeat a line that someone said yesterday. We need more Annies in the world. Mm, uh, I have a question actually that I think I'm going to be asking on behalf of a couple of people who are watching also. And this has to do with what Sir just brought up. I'm so sorry, I do not know your name. Uh, the bald guy.
Well, Hebron, yeah, Hebron, you can see. Michael's,
Okay,
yeah.
Hebron. Yes. So, um, the question is related to the collaboration, and on solving the problems. Now, say I have a business idea which solves a problem, and obviously I have competitors. And like you said, Annie, if there are three people doing the same thing, the customer needs to choose. Yes. And what he said is, I have a solution, I have a business solution, but how long do I need to wait before it becomes a source of income? Yes. And there is this emotional part of us. We have invested a lot of our time, intellectually, everything, in order to come up with the solution for the problem. And because we've invested the time, we've not had the time to have another source of income. So, what is the solution or what is the suggestion for someone who's invested time, their days into a solution, but when we go to the customer picks somebody else, maybe because they have a better network or they have credibility over a couple of years. Now, how do we navigate and how do we ensure that we are not going broke in the process of trying to help and trying to solve problems? So mine's more of a question, Annie.
No, I think it's a great question. It really is, and it
Hey,
is the
can I?
question to ask. Please feel free.
Hey,
Let me welcome Esther Comfort. Let me welcome Cordelia as well. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining us. Gardens there, brother. It's all yours.
let me give you a practical example. And one of the things I think you need to, when we talk about collaboration, one of the things is like now, you need to come to such events whereby you listen to different people. Also, you have to identify people who can give you value. For example, when I started coming to these events, I met Annie, and there's a time we had a conversation whereby I was not sure whether I was doing a business or I was doing a non-profit. And we had a
Yes,
conversation. And because again, I say I'm so passionate in solving problems. I can solve problems with people without even asking for a penny. I can do that without asking for payment. So when I attended most of the events, another one day I was discussing with Annie, and he told me this: you have, number one, you have to value yourself. You have to make sure that you value yourself. Then number two, you have to value the product that you're giving or the service that you're giving. Maybe now you ask yourself, the service I am giving, if somebody gave me the same service, how much can I pay? Or how much can I pay for the same service? And that's why now you have to learn how also to price yourself. The other word was also to price yourself. For example, when I started myself, I didn't know how to price myself because I am so passionate, and I sometimes I forget even to price myself. I remember, and so when I learned about first of all making worthy of yourself, putting value on what you're doing, and also asking yourself how much money can I pay. And then I had a problem because also this one also most people who are passionate and also gifted in an area, sometimes they offer free services because it's their passion and also it's their gifting. And I had also the same problem of pricing myself, because sometimes you feel ashamed of asking money. You feel like I'm not worthy of this, and I had to change my mindset. I had to change my mind to start asking for the value, for the value of the services I offer. And another thing also I want you to also to learn is that you as a person, you are a brand by your own. You are a product by yourself. You are a product by yourself. You see, now you have two products here. You have what you're offering, and you have you. So when you make yourself valuable and you make yourself, you put your price on you, what will happen is that sometime as you go on, people begin to value the services you are offering. But again, it starts with you valuing the process, and I think most of the people who are like you and like me, they don't value the services they offer. I remember one day we were discussing with Annie, and Annie said, "This is how much. This is. I offer these services at this much." And he was not like negotiating because he knows the value. So I think I don't know whether I've made
Yes,
I've helped you. Maybe any can
yes.
add any.
I basically said
So
this.
for example, there are some services I used to offer free. Now, sometimes when I offer service, I ask people now,
Mm-hmm.
how much do you want to pay? And let me shock you. The first time I asked somebody, how much do you want to pay? They paid me 3 times what I could have told them to pay. They told me 3 times what I could have asked them to pay. So I learned a lesson that sometimes when I do a good job, I ask people to give price for themselves, and sometimes they pay me 2 times, they pay me 3 times. Another person paid me 4 times. Can you imagine? So I was like, what if I'd already asked them to pay this? For example, it's $10. I was maybe asking somebody to pay me $10. Then he pays me 40. So because he has seen the value of what you're offering. Thank you. Annie, go ahead.
I think the word there is value. It's giving value. So which comes back to Michael's point: create a solution, a real solution. If you create that, you will make the money, right? And Stephen, I'm loving you, really. Why haven't we met Stephen? Why don't you speak in audio? You can speak in audio rooms. Stephen is making so much sense. Look, I've been in business 10 years, 10 good years. I told you already. I told my wife after 2 years that we'll be retired, be on the beach. It didn't happen, right? And literally, it was. Maybe I didn't pay myself for the first 5 years. I had staff. I was paying staff. You got to pay staff. You got to pay the bills, right? Literally, year after now, as Stephen says, it's many years of pain. I get it. I was there. I know. See, Stephen's next point is probably it's probably where the truth is at. It's about the hunger.
No, but your friend anyway is talking about the African experience, which is real. And he's talking about all Africans. They are in his position right there.
Hold on. Michael,
Mm-hmm.
1 second. I think we need the hunger. We need that desperation sometimes. Some days I'm close to the edge. I'm close to, the edge, right? I love those days. Vika, I hear what the question you ask. I'm saying, when you are near the cliff edge, it's when you're forced to find a solution. Hebron just gave you a few solutions there, right? But no, it's something within us to find a solution. Why are they not buying? What do we need to do? How can I sell a bit, which will give me some food? Are you with me? That hunger is, it's philosophical in a sense, but if you're truly desperate, truly committed, truly passionate about finding this solution for people, you'll find a way to sell it. I promise you. And it comes down to the hunger Stephen's talking about, right? I'm not saying don't eat. I'm saying the answer is within you. Mr. Hebron will understand what I'm saying here when I say to you, sometimes it's not doing more and more of the same thing. It never is, right? Let me give you an example. I give this example many times. There's a fly, right? A fly in your room. The fly thinks, oh, there's a window. I need to get out. Otherwise, I'm going to die, right? The fly flies in the window, bash. It doesn't get out. There's a glass there. Damn fly. Right? The fly keeps doing that same thing. Keeps flying out the window. Eventually, the fly dies. That's what happens to everyone. That's just what happens to people in business as well, right? Imagine if the fly had just looked left and saw, oh, there's a door there. That's open. Right. This is the solution is there, Pavika. Is my point. You have to find it. Whether it's there by the door, whether it's the other side of the room, find it. How do you find it? You do everything that comes to your power, everything you know, everything you can think of. Collaboration being one of those things. Learn some more. Reach out to more people. Me and Olu do marketing. The more people you talk to, the more you're going to sell something. You don't talk to anyone. We live in an age today of what I call relationship marketing. The more friends you make, the more you're going to get business, whatever your business is. Because every day you talk to more people, you're going to find someone who needs you. I'm not saying they need your full package. They might just need a bit of it. That's where you start, right? They might just need recruitment. I know you're a HR genius. I'm saying they might just need a recruitment consultation. They might just need advice around paying their staff. I'm saying, but the more, if you don't do anything, you're never going to find out those people. You don't know all the answer. But the answer is within you. Last I'll say, I'm sure Pastor Hebron agrees with, there is something in a spiritual sense. I'm not saying be religious. I'm saying, for me, what changed my business is when I started practicing mindset. Right? And what mindset did for me is made me start my day and quiet in my mind. This is really important, right? Meditation is called Pavika. Because I don't know anyone else is wondering. When you start your day, when you quieten your mind, the answers will come to you. I promise you. You know, when you meditate, you suddenly realize, you think about your business, you think about your problems, and you truly just let your mind give you the answers. If your mind says to you, Pavika, make this call, go and make that call. Don't sit down and think, oh, maybe it won't work. Go and make the call. If your mind says to you, send this email, go and send the email. Go and see that person. Go and see them. Offer this person collaborate. I'm saying whatever your mind tells you, it's a message from God. We must learn to truly act on them. Does that help?
Yes, and again, for the benefit of everyone. Now, say someone is, trying to focus and trying to meditate, and okay, let me just cut all the fat. Let me get to the crux. Yes. Now there is family and friends. Yes, and they are going to keep pressurizing you either because they're concerned about where it's going. They don't know. They are not big, successful CEOs to foresee a market or something. And so, how do you manage family and friends' expectations when you're just starting off? You cannot show anything to them. However, these are the people you're trying to rely on for support or emotional support. And these are the same people who are just pointing out all your mistakes, and you know they're not trying to demean you, and some of them do. I'm so sorry. Yes, there are some people who do demean you, and I will talk only about family and friends here. So, is there any suggestion for people? How do we manage the noise of the people we are connected to by blood, by by philosophy? How do we manage these people?
I hear you. There is an answer. I'll come back to you in a second. Olu, please have the mic if you want to give the lady some advice. Zara, I see you. Zara, I see you. Thank you so much. I was in your room earlier. Amazing room, but thank you for being here. You can come on stage and I'll share the links. God, Olu, please, the mic is yours.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. I'm very happy that I decided to come in. I'm actually supposed to be working, but I saw that the link was from you, and then the fact that you were the one that was going to be there alone, I said, no way. I'm actually supposed to be adjusting a proposal template now. So, Pavika, Hebron has said so much, very valid, and any also. In fact, at the end of what he was saying, he mentioned the most important thing.
Ulu, I didn't say anything. Ulu, I didn't say anything. I'm quiet because whatever I have to say, you will say it. I definitely know this.
Don't worry, not you. It was a Hebron.
So, the thing is, he said it's spiritual, but not necessarily religious. And I love the fact that you brought up the issue of family members, people around, and let me share this with you. Let me share this with you. To succeed in life, this is my experience. You have to be stubborn, stubborn, stubborn. And what will help you with your stubbornness is this. You must make sure that you find out inside you whether what you're pursuing means a lot to you. Once you can conclude that, no other opinion, no other experience will be able to affect you. A couple of years ago, I was in one room apartment with three kids. Three kids. So when you asked that question about how to survive, because you have to juggle the money that you're making, which is not much, which is the reason why you're trying to get other opportunities. You have to pay for food, you have to pay for rent, you have to pay for internet access so that you can get online. I did all of that. Every time I get an opportunity for small money to come in, even though I'm supposed to be happy, and I am happy, but I will be sad in a way because it meant that I have to sit down and think and think and think and think. Because in my country, there's no power. You can see that my generator just went off. That's why everywhere is dark now. I'm spending 27,000 naira daily. I have 3 kegs. Once I'm done here now, I have to go downstairs, stop it, because I'm working till around 4, 5 a.m. So this is my advice to you. Support as many people as you can. When you can, you understand? Because a person who is dead or in the hospital because of some issues, maybe because they have some kind of health problem, because they've not managed their funds carefully, cannot do anything. So you must use wisdom, and that's where that spirituality comes in. You understand? Because our spiritual connections are wiser than our physical brains. You must look towards someone higher, a being higher, or yourself, but at a higher place. Through meditation, like Annie said, I'm telling you, I'm not saying it will be easy. You will be tired. You will be angry. You will wonder what the point is. Like Hebron said, whether I was running a non-profit and all of that. I've been on LinkedIn since 2009. Nothing happened until 2022. Nothing. And when I'm talking about what happened, I'm talking about $30 weekly. And yet I still kept on $30 weekly. I was grateful. I was happy. But you see, the thing is that, like Annie was saying, if you're not in a game, there is no way you can win. You have to be in a game to have a chance at winning. If you're not playing at all, there's no way they will give you trophy that you won. Yes, you might be losing, but eventually, at some point in time, like Annie also said initially when I first came in, the longer you play the game, the better you will become at it. I'm not telling you, I'm not a rich man. I'm not telling you it is easy. Even now, I'm
You are
still
a rich man.
struggling.
You are a rich man. Don't say like that. You are a rich
I
man.
receive
So
it. So let me tell you, be faithful. Be faithful. Okay? And don't be selfish. That's one of the very important things. Support people. You know, like I think Ebron mentioned it. Look for people that your heart will tell you. Your heart will tell you. You're not supporting them because you're hoping they will give you something back. I have a lot of people I've supported for. My daughter is 18 now. Since 2009, calculate it. That's 15 years. I have a lot of people who never even said thank you. But some people like Annie, when I first came in, you know, Annie called me into a Zoom and had a chat with me. Do you know what that meant to me as a person? It was encouraging. You understand me? We chatted and chatted, talked about a lot of things. We rubbed minds. It was so relaxed and very encouraging. And it told me about the values and, you know, the benefits, the possibilities in LinkedIn or events. And that was why I became a perennial visitor. I would go and I would support. Mind you, I was supporting no money. No money.
Yes.
On gas times, I'll take money from other jobs, you know, to buy gasoline. You see, because the thing is that it is when you're present in a room that possibilities can happen. I was in an event. That's how I met the person that I'm working with now in Australia. It was in an event, audio event. Almost all the people that I've met were in audio events. You know, because when people hear your voice, they can tell a lot more from when they see posts. Post is just pictures and text, you know. So I know it might not be easy. I know, but just keep at it. Don't give up. Don't give up. Anytime you're tired,
Thank you.
anytime the strain is too much, rest. There's nothing wrong in resting. Rest and come back.
The
Bless you.
only login and password is never give up. We got this.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Anytime you have something, send it to me. I will
Yeah.
comment on it and I will share. I do
No.
that with people. Send to me. I will share your post. I will comment on it. That is how life is, you know. The more
Same
we
here.
support other people, the more we
Same.
become.
You
Yeah.
Yes, please. Also use me. Please send
Yeah.
me your posts. I will also share them.
Superb. And look, you know, it's a Pavika, you know, you and I are friends. You know, Olu, thanks for your kind words. You know, Stephen, you're a legend, Stephen. Why didn't I know this before? I'm sure I don't know why. You know, I haven't heard you talk too much in the audio rooms, right? Now, Olu, you said so many such wisdom there. And what now? Say, here's the thing, Viveka, and for everyone else that's listening, Olu, you're truly on fire, right? think, think, and think some more. You see, you know, I've got a wife. I got a wife and kids. I have the same problems as you do. Same as Olu does, same as Hebron does, right? Really, same as Zara does. The families that say to us, when are you going to start earning money? You're not earning enough. We've all been there. I'm saying truly we have, right? See, at the beginning, I used to think to my wife, I used to look at my wife when she started, I was like, don't start again. And I used to get really upset thinking that she's being a hater. Really.
Yes.
One day I realized, no, all she really wants you to do is be successful. Your family are not hating. They're trying to motivate you in the best way they know. And that's what they're saying to you. I'm saying literally, you work it out. It's what Olu was saying. It's in your head, it's in your body, it's in your hands, right? You work it out. If it's the wrong thing you're doing, change. You're not a tree. None of us are trees. And we've all had to change. Only just told you that. We've all had to change. Hebron told you about his story about his services. We all have to change to adapt. You know, if you met me 5 years, that's from 4 years ago. You hear me saying, "Oh, I do social media, I do websites." Yes, all very noble things. Today, one day, when Ultramarines came in, something clicked in my head. Right? It's about making people famous for me. Even that thing I've been on my profile from 2015. I didn't know what it meant. It was just there. When I said there's a spiritual element to all of this, you might realize there really is. You know, there's something you know what the answer is to your service being out there with people who need your service. Don't rest until you do it. Hebron, that's all you said just now. Now think, and if you think it, go and do it. If your mind says to you is the right thing to do, if it feels the right thing to do, don't think twice. Go and do it. Whatever it takes, do it. And sometimes it is as simple as call that person, email that person. Everyone here is a potential friend of it. I'm glad you spoke to Steve, and I'm saying literally talk to more people, especially at these events. Now they've seen you, especially the more they see you, the more chance you have. It's not. I'm not here because I have nothing to do. I've got family, right? That's why I was late today. I'm saying I'm here because I have to be seen. Again, I'll give everyone a secret in business. A lot of people think I do. You do marketing, right? You do a few posts. No, that's not marketing. The people who make money, they are marketing to they're talking to their audience every day. Let me give you an example. Oprah Winfrey. Everyone knows Oprah Winfrey. We knew Oprah for years. She made the first film in the 50s. Was it Color Purple? And I'm sure everyone's seen that film, right? Even I don't watch films. Even I've seen it, right? We knew about Oprah for years, right? The woman didn't get anywhere. She was still struggling. Do you know what made Oprah? She found a way to get on TV with the Oprah Winfrey Show. She was on our screens every day. She had went from wherever she was to billions, a global business. She was talking to her audience every day. Every day you talk to your audience, you sell. Eventually, you find more to sell, and it's just the other people who do what Oprah is doing are radio people, radio presenters. Do you know why they make money? Because they're talking to their audience every day. Pavika, everyone here, if you want to make money, go and find a way to be seen and heard by your audience every day. I'm not saying you're going to sell every day, but you don't need to sell every day. You need a few good sales, but by me being here constantly, I have 10 books to publish before Christmas. I'm not saying I'm making lots of money. I'm saying to you, the jobs will come in the more they see you. It's not rocket science. But also give yourself that time to truly be at peace with your mind quiet. That's where the answer really lies. Your mind has all the answers. You have all the answers. It's whether you're willing to do what it takes. That's the question, really. All right, you've been too
Thank
quiet.
you. This is seriously important. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Any, let me
Please feel free, Dan. I want to hear from Sarah. Please.
Oh, so,
No, Hebron, the mic is yours.
yeah. So let me just two quick things. Number one, we when we talk about the spirit and spiritual, not religion. Now you have to understand that we understand that human being is made in three parts. There is the spirit, body and soul. Soul is mind. The word soul, they use mind, they use the word heart. And I came to discover that, of course, spirit, sometimes the science use the word energy. And I've discovered that your spirit is just like God. And God is all-knowing. God is omnipotent, or he has all the power. And then God is everywhere. So your spirit being is everywhere and is also all-knowing. So when we say all answers are within you, the answers are in you. Now, the problem is in your mind. That's why we talk about mindset, because your mind is like in between the spirit and the body. And the problem is the mind, because the mind is not all-knowing. The mind is not everywhere. The mind cannot comprehend some of the things the spirit speaks. And that's why now you need to surround yourself with like-minded people. When I talk about like-minded people, one day I came to a conversation, and somebody just told me, surround yourself with like-minded people. why do you surround yourself with like-minded people? Because somebody say this, that when you work with somebody, there are two things happen. It's either you adjust to his pace or they adjust your pace. And in most cases, the world is so much negative. There's a lot of negativity around us. And when I say surround yourself with like-minded people, maybe when you look around, your family members are negative or your friends are negative. Now, how do you surround yourself to people like-minded? One of the way is you come to LinkedIn, connect with like people in LinkedIn. Another thing which I've also discovered is that find people who maybe like find people who in the YouTube, maybe they're talking about something. For example, for the past 2 years, I've developed a liking of some people who I hear almost every day. I hear some
Yes.
message on YouTube every day, which encourages me to something like now. One of the message I listen is, it is possible to reach your goals. It's possible to reach your vision. And I like that man, and I subscribe to his YouTube. And that man, every time when I feel like I'm not gain, I'm not doing at my best, I go and listen to that message which says it's possible. You can reach your goal, you can reach your vision, and also they give their testimony. So how do you surround with like-minded people? You might look around and you see the people around you, they are negative. Now you can go to social media, you can go to people, you can come to LinkedIn, connect with people. So I think and the last thing I want to say is that every time remember your why. Remember
Mm.
your why. Your why must be very strong than why not. You see, why you should ask yourself, why did I start this business? Why did I start this journey? Because let me say this, sometimes things will be hard and will remain alone. And maybe nobody is encouraging you, nobody is telling you good stuff, because maybe like any that said, any his dream was after 2 years or some years he retired early. Now he's here 15 years. Eddie, now he's here 15 years, but he had already said like
Not
he had already
55.
said 2 years. So sometimes you have to remain alone, but your why will keep you going. Your why, you will keep you going. And also to reach out reach out to other people outside there. There are good people outside there who can encourage you. So I think I just want to encourage you that that is possible. So we are here, you can connect with us, and because we already been encouraged, we can also encourage you. We are in this journey until we reach our dreams. Any
Thank
There's genius in what you're saying. Look, everyone's saying the same thing. So I love, Michael's comments. You have to be stubborn to be successful. In other words, see, it's hard. It's hard to explain, but it's not really. How much do you believe, Viveka? This is advice for everyone, not just Viveka. She's asked a question today. Give us something to chew on, really, and to give you our real take, what it takes to build a business as an African entrepreneur, any entrepreneur anywhere, really, right? At the heart of what everyone's saying is, how much do you believe? How much do you believe in your solution? Do you really believe? If you don't really believe, it's not going to work. If you really believe the world needs your solution, get it. Do what it takes for them to know whatever that takes. I'm saying, be there, make friends. And a part of me is thinking, because of our topic, have you been to your high street? Have you looked at local businesses around you? Not online, to those actually out there. Go and talk to them. Go and talk to them and find out how you can help them. Yes,
Mm.
there many going to slam the door in your face, my friend. That's not get used to it. It's business, right? Every time someone says no, you're one person nearer to a yes.
Mm.
That way. Get more
That's
no's.
that's
The more
that's
no's you get,
awesome.
the better. I'll stop talking. Zara, please, what do you want to add? Oh, Please, Mike is yours.
So many things, any when I hear like how Michael was saying, you need to be stubborn. Ulu, so many things by Ulu. Then I'm sitting with lots of family members here, and one by one they were like, "What are you talking to them? How can you listen to them? How can you understand them?" This is not everybody's job. To be very honest, this entrepreneurship thing, that's not for everybody. This is so true. I mean, there are only few people. We have to understand. Like, whenever I see this word relationship, ship, entrepreneurship, mentorship, the words ending with ship, there's something coming, There is something coming. Some tsunami is coming. Come on, get ready for that. Because it's not that easy. If we are going to think that it's a piece of cake, no way. I am making plans, not just plans, I'm doing it because I know how much it takes. It's absolutely about the mindset, it's the rhyme set. Any, it's just not about working on your bicep and tricep. It all starts with your thighs. Like when you go for the gym, you work out on your thighs first, right? And then it's very important. Like when you create a structure of a house, what do? You make the ground more stronger, right? The basement. Likewise, like, see, my cousins, they're making fun of me because they cannot understand it. This entrepreneurship and this, you gotta have lots of challenges from your friends, from your relatives, from the people around you. You live in a society. You visit society every day. Which one is more real? It's your own vision, your own goal, your own plans, your own people, your own community is more real. This is so true, Annie. And mindset is the rhyme set. Thank you, Annie. Back to you.
Thank you. So thank you. Zara, that's genius, really. It's great. To everyone, this is a solution to building business. These are stages you have to go through. Embrace them. I was talking to someone earlier today, and they're like, "Oh, this is gonna go happen." I'm like, right. If you want something, be positive. Hello, everyone. I'm saying be positive. Look, Pavika, keep yourself positive at all times.
Yes.
Delusional. When your family is saying what they're saying,
Hmm.
reassure them that you have a plan. Reassure them that you're working the plan. Reassure them that you know that your belief in your service, in your offering, that's going to come good. Now, reassure them that it's only a matter of time.
Any, if I may put forth a request and a suggestion, it's it's
Please,
it's a
please.
two-way thing. So I find myself alone as a woman,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and what I've seen in my society is, you know, women in the workforce. I think I brought this up in an earlier chat, but I want to repeat it again. Women going out and working. Women have been working throughout, but women going out and working is hardly a 150-year-old thing. And women are kind of confused because we want to be taken care of, and now we're expected to be independent. So I find myself with, when I reach out to other ladies, uh, lady entrepreneurs in my own community, I'm finding this sense of insecurity and things like that. I'm not finding the support here. Yes, and as Zibron and everyone is saying, I mean, I can find some support here through this community here. So I want to suggest and I want to request, if you may know any women who are, maybe kind of needing some support and they're not able to find it in their communities, if you could connect us together, because I want to quote a line from this artist called Tori Amos. She says, I need a big loan from the girl zone. So, when women are getting into entrepreneurship, we're learning all the manly stuff because, duh, However, we are missing that feminine thing. So if you know ladies who can kind of support me, and maybe there are younger girls who I can support. If you can, I'm not trying to make this a feminist thing. I want to tell
No, no,
you it's
I
not a feminist thing.
get you. Look, no, I think no, we understand really. Again, look, three of us here are black, say, and you ones are Asian. So finding your tribe is hard. That's what you're talking about, really. Finding your
Yes.
tribe, because your tribe is where the money is. It's where those are the ones you can help in the end. They want to ask you for help. And maybe I'll say, like Olu said, build friends on here. There's a billion people on LinkedIn. Pavika, now you have connections, right? Many of them are women. Go and talk to them. I'm saying literally, send them a DM and say, let's talk. Much like you did with Stephen. Send them a message and
Okay.
say, let's talk. Let's talk. I'm not going to sell you anything. Don't try and sell me anything. Let's just talk. Let's see whether we can be friends. Come to more
Okay.
events and talk. Come to more events. Follow people in the audience. It's harder now with this thing, with this live. It was easier with LinkedIn audio. But that's my personal take. If you build a big enough network, they will support you in the end.
Sorry,
Okay.
Ellie, can I
Feel
share
free.
something?
Feel free. Feel free.
Okay. You know what? Let me tell you the trick, the secrets from my experience. If somebody came to your house, and when they come to your house, they're useful, like maybe without you asking them, they help you to arrange things, they sweep here, they clean up, and another person comes or other people come, and then they take your soft drinks, they eat some of your cake, and then they talk, they gossip, and after some time they leave. Who would you prefer to come to your house more?
Yes.
The person
The
that
first
helps out.
person.
Let me tell you the
Yes.
secret. From my experience, just two things: add value to people without expectation. That is, and I know it's difficult, especially for those of us that are struggling, particularly those of us in Africa and Asia. I'm not saying that any is, all that. He has his own challenges, like every one of us does. You understand? So I know it's not easy, for us in Africa because of the poverty. That is the fact. It's difficult for us to, like, to transition from that place of being able to give, to add value, you know, from the one of poverty, of need, of lack. But the thing is that once you can control yourself, once you can hold yourself in check, yes, we're hungry. I've been hungry before, and I've been in audio events. I've not eaten all day, and I was in an audio event, and I still gave value. When people speak, I would show emojis and stuff like that. Once you can do that, let me tell you the trick. After a while, some people, out of 1,000, maybe one will say thank you. You continue. Maybe out of another 1,000, one will come and actually ask you, that I'd like to have a chat with you. I'm not saying it will happen in 1 year. I'm not saying it would happen in 6 months. I don't know. I'm not God. But I'm telling you that it is a guaranteed way. Be
Okay.
of value. Just be of value. Don't send, the thing is that I will never contradict any in any way. Don't ask people you want to chat with them, because people might not have the time. And like he
Yeah.
said, in your message, in your DM, you will tell them that, oh, I don't want to ask you anything. I don't want to sell you anything. But the thing is that that's the first thing people will think of. Instead of that,
Yes.
stay in their posts, comment on their posts realistically. You understand? Authentically. Don't comment when you don't
Mhm.
nothing about the post resonates with you, look for people who have shared experiences with you, so that when you comment, your comment would have value, would have power. And take your time. Don't rush it. You understand? Don't make it, like generic. Make sure it's real. Make sure it's organic. You understand? And eventually one day you will strike someone. Let me quickly share this because it's important. I won't be here without certain people, and I'm not home free. I'm still struggling. I'm still working hard. I was in an audio event once, and a lady, an incredible lady. And remember this, I'm in Nigeria, a country that has a global reputation for scammers. That is the fact. A lady in an event, in an audio event, sent me a DM. I didn't know her from Adam. Just because I was expressing myself, which is what I always do. So you must always be authentic. Be yourself. And her name is Dr. Constance. And she gave me so many opportunities that did not solve all my problems, but they eased my journey. And the thing about life is that all our problems might not be solved at once or by one person. But it's like a stepping stone. This person will help you to get to this point. While you're at that point, as long as you're diligent, as long as you're loyal, you're committed, you're true, and you don't try to put all your problem on them. I never charge anybody. All the people I've worked with, I'll tell them, pay whatever you can afford. And I do the work. It was with Stanley Green from Power Thinking. He was the one that referred me to Ed Samuel of Sam Nova. From Sam Nova, it will be tough. I'm not saying it will not be tough, but it will not kill you. I guarantee you. It will not kill you. And what would happen that eventually you keep meeting other people and doors would open. Just keep the faith and your tribe will come. Once
Yeah.
people see that you are an authentic person, once you are a person of integrity, people will gravitate towards you. Because
Love is
people
more
don't,
stronger than faith. Love is more stronger than faith.
people don't like phonies. People don't like fake people. People see through them. So once you're authentic, your people will gravitate towards you. And about women, I just saw Professor Ezenekwe here now. You look out for women yourself. Go to their posts. I know that there are some women on LinkedIn that are particular about supporting women. I've seen a lot of posts,
Yeah.
people like Rachel. Go to
Mm.
their posts, comment. Don't ask anything from anybody. Because the problem is that once you start asking people for things, people will run away from you. It's natural. It's something about our human, instinctive response. Like when we're standing and people are walking towards us as if they want to come and beg us for money, we start walking in another direction. It's hap-
I
it's
like
happened to me before,
it's
So don't ask, give, keep giving. One day to come back. Huh?
And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid at all because you've got nothing to lose.
believe. That's what I said.
Absolutely and
Believe.
utterly nothing to lose.
Blind belief, blind faith in what you're doing. Blind faith, even when it looks black and dark, believe that the light will come. That the belief is what gives you that realization that the light will come one day. Truly, go for it, like as if your life depends on it. Oh, it does. So go for it. Look, everything everyone said, I agree with. Auntie Joy, you come back again. Oh, okay. Your connection's slow. Let's see. Auntie Joy, can you talk? Yeah, can you talk? Talk to us. Welcome to LinkedIn Live. This is what it is, right? It's what it is. How are you doing? Are you on mute or let me see? You're okay. Talk to us.
Yes, I'm so happy to see you. Hi. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm excited. Like,
Loud and clear,
It's nice to see
loud
you.
and
Nice to see
clear.
you. We can hear you loud and clear. You're perfect. It's fine. Thank you for joining us. It's a joy. Well, your name is Joy too. The word I can't use. It's a blessing, really, literally. Thank you for
I
being here.
am.
Thank you for being here. And I'm sorry. Look, part of my mission, like I say, is to dispel the myths of these live events. It's not that scary. You don't want to be on camera. Turn your camera off. If something goes wrong, okay. I'm saying, but it's some. Hebron, you can see now. Make these same as audio rooms, right? Bring them up from the
Yeah.
audience. They come and share. It's a richer conversation, and because I can see you, it's even better. And audio was good. Don't get me wrong. Audio is good because now more people more can talk. But there's more comments here. There's more people engaging in comments. There's more people coming on stage. That's a dream. That's what events are all about. And to Joy, we lost you for a second. No.
Yes, I can see you now.
Excellent, excellent. Your connections, it's a bit weird, but it's fine. It's fine. You're here. Anything you want to say to Pravika or to answer our question?
Okay, I'm excited to be here.
That that
African vibe, right?
I don't understand why
There's
everybody's
something I
targeting.
really want to talk about. Yeah,
Why
I said
everybody's
I'm
targeting?
Go on, Auntie Joy.
the African vibe. So it's great. This is my first time on a LinkedIn live like this. I'm excited. I overheard our friend here, Hebron, that talks about that.
Oh.
Well, patience, my friend. The data requirements for this is more than audio, but eventually it will work eventually. Michael, are you going somewhere? No. Michael, talk to us. You're on mute, Michael.
I'm on mute. Oh my gosh. There you go. Now I'm not on mute. But anyway, I thought I nearly died. Like, okay.
Okay.
Well, I just wanted to show that, you can get out of the picture mode and go into the video mode, and it's a really good live show. So, you can bob around, etc., etc.
Yeah, no, thank
Keep
you.
things
So
alive.
everyone that's joined us today, I'm so glad you're here. I really am.
Oh,
Stephen's my best friend. Zara as well. Now, Pavika, connect with Zara afterwards. Just go to the comments and connect with people on there. You see them all, right?
yeah.
And have conversations.
There's the gentleman right next to you. Is it Enron? Henry?
Well,
Enron?
Hebron.
Hebron. Hebron.
Yeah, Hebron.
Exactly.
Okay.
Welcome.
Where does the name come from?
Well, it's a biblical name also, but it's also
It's
a name from my
That's interesting. I like it. Okay. Mr.
Thank
Hebron,
you.
you said a lot of good things, and I really enjoyed your company, and I really enjoyed coming up here. And the lady on the other side, what's her name?
Pavika.
The one next to Hebron.
Pavika.
Hey, why are you guys targeting only Pravika? I mean, what did she say? She said for just collaboration.
No. We're not arguing.
Why not?
Pavika's our best friend.
Paprika is a star.
Yes.
She's a very special star.
I'll tell you what it is now, Zara. In case anyone else in the audience is wondering, I think in my events, I want to tackle real issues, right? I hate to have done our show today and everyone goes away with some, believe and just do, you have to work hard over years and all that. Pavika's giving us a real example to really talk about, which everyone can learn from. I truly believe we can all learn and be inspired by what's been shared. Just about a real human question. That's the beauty of these events. You know, so like I say, me and Hebron could just talk to you for an hour and a half. We really could about the topic, but there's no beauty in that. The beauty is when you lot come up and share your thoughts, even when you're
Yeah,
having fun.
asking questions.
Yeah, that's the true beauty. You know, when I co-host rooms, sometimes people ask some real big questions, and my friends go, "Oh," I'm like, "No, embrace it, deal with it. That's what we're here for." You know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And if any of you guys, you're thinking about, okay, I have never gone and poked the bear. Just think of Annie as a bear. Just go and come on up and poke him. Ask the questions. Poke the bear.
I like that. It's
And
very
you've
hard.
got Hebron as an assistant. So yeah, stoke the fire. Stoke the fire. And Hebron will give you some good fire. Definitely.
Okay, it's
Sure.
Zara. I put a link in the comments.
Where did Zara go now?
No, Zara is there. It's not Zara. Zara. No,
Zara. Okay.
Yeah,
Zara is
right.
my
I'll tell you what. I've learned. Go on, sorry. Go on, Zara. Zara, the mic is yours. Okay. So I've put the link to come on stage in the comments. So if I guess I'll learn to do that every time. That way, people are not wondering where's the link, right?
Yep. And we already know that Olu has his lights back on. The generator is back on.
Yeah, I saw that too. Brilliant, excellent. It says a man paying for extra gasoline.
Do you see
We
what
thank
happens
God.
when you talk to the spirits and you talk very well about the spirits?
Oh, no, Zara, I put the link in the comments. So go to comments page, and the link's at the top. So you can definitely join from there. No, look, everyone's made my day. Truly, I think it's been an amazing conversation. I always thank all of you. So, Cyrus, I'm going to give you the mic. So I'm going to come to you next. I have a feeling Cyrus wants to entertain us. That's the beauty of these events, right? Okay, let's hear from Zara quickly before we go to Cyrus. How are you doing? Glad you're here. What do you want to share with us?
At the moment, I'm back to double sounds again. I think I'm coming off. Let's find out what's going on here.
Do you have another tab with the event on LinkedIn?
Yeah, so I have LinkedIn and then Stream. Is it StreamYard?
Yeah.
That we put it. Yeah. So this opens up another one. Then you get an echo effect.
Right. So turn LinkedIn down. Turn LinkedIn down.
Pause LinkedIn now. So that's like I've got two screens open. So yeah, this is I think teething problems. Well, we get used to it.
Yeah.
So, good evening, everybody. Good evening. And I've said
Good evening. I actually thought that you had a cold.
Maybe I do a bit. Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah, you heard me earlier on my audio, didn't you? Yeah, I'm kind of a bit sniffly. So, I did you say Pravanka is your name?
Purvika.
Purvika.
Sorry, could you pronounce it again?
Purvika.
Can you see on your screen?
Purvika. Okay, thank you. It helps to see the names on things. Yes, so when the messages go, we see it. I've sent you a connect request. If you want to book me and have a little chat with me, if you accept the connect, I'll send my Calendly, and then you can sort out a time that suits you. And let's just have a chat and see what's going on. I experienced a similar thing. I know what it feels like when your families kind of tell you you've lost it, you've gone crazy, like what's wrong with you? I don't know. I've had all of that. And it even got to the point my cousins were calling me and said I had to go and see a psychologist. So I've had it all. So I think we kind of get in the neck a lot deeper sometimes. And I can help. I can give you some tools on how to handle it too. And how to speak back without sort of getting too confrontational. So let's have a chat, okay?
Yes, thank you so much, Zara.
No worries. That's what I want.
Thank you, Annie.
Okay.
Thank you. I will.
Thank you, Zara. Zara, you're a star. Look,
you're welcome.
Connecting people is what we're here for, right? And connecting with all of us. We're a community on LinkedIn, really. Let's make some friends. Let's support each other. You'd be surprised how far we get.
I'm
Truly.
not going to feel so bad, Zara, that you did not connect with me, but that's fine.
Who's that? Who's upset with me?
Michael, he'll get
I,
over it.
I, I
Where? Michael, you are we not
yes, that's
connected?
me.
I think we are. Are you
We
winding me up?
probably are.
Pulling my leg.
I'm just pulling your leg.
You're
Yeah,
pulling
there
my
you
leg,
go.
aren't you? I think you are.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Don't mind Michael. He's a troublesome person. Don't mind him.
Yeah,
Dearie,
no,
guys, I'm really rubbish with names. So yeah, Purvika, it's probably going to take me a million times to like pronounce you when your name's holistic, but you'll just have to. Some of us just have flaws and names aren't my forte. So yeah, you just have to take me as I am, guys. So I'm going to love you and leave you guys because I want to go downstairs. But I just wanted to sort of let you know that there are people out there you can reach out to. You're not alone. Okay. Thanks, Annie, for
Thank you.
connecting us. And
thank you, thank you. I'll learn from now. I'll always put the link in the comments from now on. That way,
all
people
right,
can.
yeah, you might have to keep doing it because when someone logs in, like to start with, it might be there, but when they join later, it's further up. You only see the comments
Yeah.
after them. But I think you know all that. I don't have to teach my grandma how to suck eggs, right?
You're a star.
There you
Thank
go.
you so much,
Have
Sarah.
a
Thank
good time.
you.
Bye.
You too.
Bye. Bye.
Now, so Frederick Waka, no, Wakuliaka. I remember your name from when you worked with someone earlier, earlier room. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you so much. Look, Sarah, should I get people to say something before we go, give your last comments today? So please, Hebron, what's your last comment today? I know Sarah's plays
Well,
music to play us out, I'm sure.
yeah, I really enjoyed this conversation, and I just wanted to recommend a book. I don't know whether let me just recommend a book for when all was talking about making yourself value. I remember of a book called Science of Getting Rich, and especially chapter number 14, which talk about how to leave people with increase. I think I read that chapter for so many times. So I think that's also a good book to read, especially chapter number 14 and chapter number 7, we talk about issues of gratitude and issue of how to leave people with increase. So that every time we do something, you leave people with increase. You leave people with kind of like feeling like your presence, feeling like that they really required, they really needed your presence. So I think that's what I want to recommend for now. Thank you very much, Annie. I look forward for another meeting like this. Now I'm back. I missed this event. Now I'm back. Thank you.
It's a joy, Mr. Hebron. It's a joy. Thank you so much. Of course, we'll be here in 2 weeks' time. It'll be a lot more regular. What's 2 weeks' time? What's today's date?
11 now in
Oh,
India.
we're not going to be here on Christmas Day. That's fine. So, I'm going to start work on the 23rd. I got Cyrus's show on the 23rd to go to. That will be my last event. Then I'm going to go. I'm going to be off from there to New Year. So New Year will start again. But Pastor Hebron will definitely get back on it. But that gives me time, Pastor Hebron, to start on our book.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
for those that don't know, every room I do is a chapter in the book. Before I used to record and transcribe the content, and then we write the important points in our book. All my clients, that's why I do. When I do so many rooms, that's part of the benefit. Now LinkedIn records it for me. I haven't got to record it myself. I do a wait to download it and then transcribe it, and then we're away, right? So it's a joy. It's a joy. Now we'll definitely be back in the new year for sure. But do connect with Pastor Hebron in the meantime. Who wants to share next? Pavika, please. I'll give you the mic.
I want to just share something that just happened a few seconds ago. Usually, when I'm in conversations, I have never been to any other audio event except Annie's and Leslie's. Through Annie, Leslie Flowers. However, I do get to be in situations involuntarily where people are giving me advice on business and everything, and I've always gotten the same set of books advised. Think and Grow Rich, this, that, this. And now, Hebron, I mean, I feel I'm very comfortable with this community because Hebron mentioned an author that not too many people know, Mr. Wallace D. Wattles, and I like uh, I like how sensitive and emotional he is. Not emotional, he's just so human. His book is so human. Um, I had read this book, I had heard the audio book during the first lockdown in 2020, and I was unable to take things forward by the end of the year for various reasons. And thank you, Annie, for creating this for the community, and Hebron for mentioning this book because I was feeling like I was the only person who was reading Wallace D. Wattles. And in fact, Hebron, I've been told by people that, oh, there have been more successful people who read this book, who read that book. And I was a bit conflicted, and now uh I'm feeling like I'm feeling happy. I'm not feeling alone anymore. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. And
Happiness.
Olu, oh, I will come to you. I'm keeping you for the last. Yes. Olu, thank you so much. I have written down a couple of things you've mentioned. I'll keep it in mind. Um, I don't know the person who was there on that side. Thank you for the compliments. Whisper Boy, I will look forward to your events. I was a bit shy to attend anything else apart from Annie's this year. And last, Zarar. Zarar, you said very little and you smiled so much. Um, I don't know. You are quite a fantastic character. I would like to get to know everyone more, and thank you, Annie, for this. That's it for me, guys.
And we thank you seriously. We really know we're indebted to you for making this room as lively and as informative as I hope people think it has been or find it. You know, look, go do. And I know you're a genius. You know you're a genius too. Go and do. Seriously, the words are all yours. No, connect with all of us. Connect with all of us. As Olu said, just meet them. You know, and I'll find a way to engage with them. If it's through the posts, okay, that's a way in, right? You know, find a way. You know, so I'm a straightforward kind of guy. You know, if I meet you at an event, I'm like, let's meet. You know, let's just talk. Yes, of course, I
Okay.
know. No, I want to know that you're interested in what I do ultimately, but the way I do it is simply, if we just talk, I will know if I can help you. I always say, sell like a doctor. Don't sell to everyone. Sell to those you can help.
Okay.
It's only when you meet them, talk to them, get to know their problems that you can then work out, I can help you with that. Or I can't help you, in which case, great to meet you. I'm so glad we met. You know, I can't help you, but can you help me? I wonder. You know, give them the chance to say yes or no. They might not have something that you don't know about that they haven't told you yet, but literally be interested in them as much as they're interested in you, right? You know, if their issue is they want to be paid, maybe you want to find a way to collaborate. I'm not saying it's going to work for everyone. I'm saying if you know,
Mm,
if you can't afford to pay them, find a way to keep in with them. You go to their events, like you said, comment on their posts. You know, do what you can to help
okay.
them. You know, and eventually, a friendship will really strike up, and the day might come where you can say, "Yes, I need your help. I'll pay you," or you know, find a way. There's a way we can work together for mutual benefit. You know, but thank you so much for coming along. Seriously, you made my day. Michael, let's come to you. What's your last words, my friend?
That sounded so ominous, Annie. What's your last words?
You're not gonna. You're not about to die. It's not your last words forever. Your last words for today.
Thank you very much, Cyrus. That was definitely what I was thinking. Good God. Anyway, I guess my last words are going to be Annie's words, which are You do you. Simply as that. Have the confidence to be yourself. Have the attitude and the aptitude to be yourself, and move forward with yourself. You know, everything you have done so far is in the past. Look forward to the present and the future. Don't worry about the past. The only thing that you can do is make things better. So don't ground yourself in the past. Move forward. Move forward. 2025 is here. Positively, 2025 is here, and you'll be there, and I'll be there, and I'll see you at 2025. Take care. Later, bye.
Thank you so much, my friend. Look, thank you. And 2025 is here, and that's going to be our year. 2024 with many of us transformed. I see Dr. Islam's joined us. Now we are doing a Zoom event. We're going to talk about how we've changed and transformed in 2024. You want to join us? I'll happily invite you, but look out for the post, I suppose. Let's meet, let's talk, and if you've made the transformations that you are proud of or that have changed your life, then let's talk about it. And maybe we want to write a book now with the stories, because our stories might impact others, might influence others, might inspire others. But it's coming. It's coming this side of the new year, I believe. Dr. Islam is here, so I'm glad you joined us. And I like Tamrat's message. Take time to rest and recharge this holiday season. Plan a vacation, or maybe not. Just a bit like me, stay at home and create memories with your loved ones. He wishes us a Merry Christmas and a joyful New Year. Thank you so much, my friend. Stephen J, if we haven't connected, please let's connect and let's meet. I say that for sure. Okay, where am I going next? Zara, the man with few words. What do you want to leave us with today?
Lust of health, fitness, blessings, happiness, smiles, wisdom. Everybody here in this audience room, in audio event, whisper boy. He was always saying me something that you don't have to be a bestseller. Try to be a best teller. If we can tell a story in the best possible way to the people, this is how you can give the value. Like how Ulu was saying, give some value with clarity and persistent, consistent. You have to show up every day, not just in this African room. For every event that is going on there on the LinkedIn, this is my resolution, and this is what my for 2025. After having this rest, like how Michael was saying, have some rest with your loved ones. I'm here with in my cousin's house. She was not feeling well, and the other day she was there in my house. But now we are, because Annie knows my story a little bit. Now we are in a very close to our relatives and cousins and roots. So I'm enjoying this process of connecting to my cousins, relatives, asking them out when they are not feeling well, asking them out. So connecting to you, not just people on the LinkedIn, even the people who are around you. Just connect to them, go out for them, ask for them, seek for them, tell them how they are, because this is the best form of love you can show to your support you can show to your relatives, your friends, everybody in the society. And this is what I was missing, and now I'm so much happy to celebrate my new year with my cousins and relatives, with my own family. So blessings, everybody. Thank you, Annie.
Thank you. Of course, I love the fact that it's not just people online. There are people in our communities. Let's reach out to them as well. They are the low-hanging fruit. I get it. Online we think there's billions of people, right? But around us, the people that we meet, the people with whom we share the same air, people whose hands we shake, they remember us forever. They're the ones that we can, if we can help them, it's better, right? For me, if I can help someone local, I'm happier. Because I can help people in America and across the world, of course I can. But if I can help a local person, that's a lifetime friend you've got. Let's not ignore those people. Mr. Olu, Please, what do you want to share with us as we go?
Yeah, thank you, Annie. Thank you. I'm very happy that I decided to come in. Very happy. You know, um, on LinkedIn, we have all these events, wonderful events. Paulette, Leslie, Tamrat, and all of that. The thing is, I always love it more when we have this particular type. Let me explain what I mean. This is like a village meeting. This is like a family meeting. Do you realize that? It's almost as if all of us came here to share our wisdom with you. Imagine the miracle of that. You have people from all over the world. How much more loved can you be? It means that people love you, even though they don't really know you. They want you to succeed. Do you understand? And the reason why that is possible is because we have been through the journey too. We are still on the journey, like Annie said. So we feel your pain. We understand you. We see ourselves in you at a particular point. So I want you to remember that you are loved. We care. I'll quickly share this so that you will know that the journey is fraught with a lot of obstacles. There will be times you're just tired. Last year I had a gentleman on LinkedIn here that I connected with. Promised so many things. Was talking about collaborations. He had a team. He was going to give scholarship to my kids to one university and all of that. I spent 9 hours on Zoom with this gentleman. I'll ask him to excuse me. I'll go and get fuel, gasoline, put back in my generator, and be back. 9 hours. It amounted to nothing. Nothing. I had to do some research online. I found out that he's retired, and all of those things, because I have a friend that I went to school with who lives in New York, or Gagari. So we did some background check. We found out so many things about him. What am I saying? Do not be discouraged. Some people will not say thank you. Some people will not care. But one person can make the difference. I'm here because of 5 people at this point. And like I keep saying, I'm not home free. But the pressure is not like this, like it used to be. Do you understand? 5 people transformed my life as an African, as a Nigerian. So just keep at it. May God be with you. Huh?
That's emotional. I mean that sincerely. Olu,
Yeah.
when you
Although
speak,
that was the mango tree. You're talking, describing the mango tree.
That was beautiful.
Truly. Truly. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. There is a thing about seeing each other whilst we're talking. I love the audio rooms. Everyone who knows me knows I love the audio rooms. But I think there's a joy in seeing each other as we talk. That village hall you talk about, Olu, I feel that. I'm happier seeing you all than when I couldn't see you. And I said, let's build on this platform. Let's make this work for us. I think we started already. Everyone who was here, everyone who has come on stage, I appreciate you more. So, but everyone who joined us, Natalie especially, I do appreciate all of you. I really appreciate all of you. Dr. Roxana, say thank you so much, everyone. Stephen, I'm coming to find you, Stephen. You're a gem for sure. So I'm glad you're here. See, the one thing that maybe you don't notice in most audio rooms, right? There's 40 people, there's 30 people. But the only ones you hear are those who come on stage. In this, almost everyone who's here has commented. It's a comfort. I can see your name now, Odelia, as well. I'm saying everyone, the engagement rate is so much higher on this. It's what LinkedIn said, and people are like, no, it's not going to be, because on LinkedIn normally you have to go to the DMs to message people, or go to the comments page. Somewhere separate, we can't see it. But here, everyone takes part. I love that. I really do. Well, thank you, everyone. Like, keep adding, keep contributing, keep talking. That's why I say, if you go to an event where someone says you can't talk, look at them and say, why not? Say, why not? No, why can't I come on stage? Why? What do you mean I can't come on stage? Well, anyway, and after that, send them a long comment. That will distress them. So they go, they'll be like, oh, just come on stage. Cyrus, I'll let you announce your end of year party, my friend. Because you're gonna play us out. What do you want to say to us before you play your amazing?
Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. My name is Cyrus, and I have had the pleasure of being CEO of Global.Media and Whisperboy.com, and also WendyJuno.com. So, in the process, I've managed to be lucky enough to get to know a phenomenal community, you guys included, obviously. So I'm not sure where Zara went, but I'm so jealous of his hairstyle. That's a cool haircut, my friend. That's a cool haircut. When I look at you, Zara, I see my past, and when I look at Annie, I see my future. And you know I'm talking about hair here.
Only I could have. If they see that, if Sarah, sorry. So if I could have hair, I will not shave it. The problem, my hair doesn't go grey and beautiful as Zara's head. My hair grows patches of grey.
I'm going to shave my head. Okay, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
This is why I shave my head.
Yeah, I just wanted to make you guys laugh a little bit. So now, on a serious note, I can see Pravika's feeling the pressure, right? And well, welcome to the pressure cooker. Sorry, business world. There is a lot of pressure in this thing, and well, yeah, it's not for everyone. And if you stay in it, you got to be in it to win it, right? So there's going to be good days, there's going to be bad days. I don't know anyone who says, "Oh, every day is a good day." The only people who say every day is a good day are probably dead people, and they can't even say that. We're just imagining that, right? So, and remember, any day above the ground is a good day, right? Remember that. Now, Pravika, you have a beautiful name as well. I think it means Orient. It means East, if I'm not mistaken, right? So now I just connected with you because I've done my homework. I checked your name, right? Now you listen even more. So if you want your customers to listen to you, do a little bit of background check, right? They will listen to you further. Now, there is this thing that you said, and I'm more of a business surgeon, right? I look at the businesses and look at the books and find out where they are lacking, and then I make some changes there. So that's you got to do some sort of market manipulation in order to get the outcomes that you're after, right? So I'm the lucky guy who's been advertising lessons we learned from COVID-19 by Annie Osung and co-authors. I'm also the lucky guy who's been advertising Leslie Flowers' book, The Possibility of Irada. And I'm also recently doing a little bit of advertising for Raging Waters. So Raging Waters has been written by Tolu Ekwe. And she, same as Annie, and Annie's co-authors, she's a worthy author. And also, I wanted to say hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody in this room. Michelle, Natalie, Stephen, and Olu, and Zara, and Ebron, and Pravika, and Annie, and Michael, and many other people. I do apologize if I missed your name. Now, there is this thing called confirmation bias, Pravika. If you set out to prove that you're a girl in a society that doesn't value girls, guess what you're going to get? You're going to prove that you are in a society where girls aren't valued. But at the same time, in the same society, if I'm not mistaken, in India, there is this thing called Bollywood. And I don't think you need me to tell you that there are a lot of successful Bollywood actresses. If I'm not mistaken, those actresses are female, right? Please correct me if I'm wrong. So So
Yes.
please don't try to attribute success to one of your attributes. Don't attribute to attribute. Okay, so success is success. You are who you are. Okay, it's up to you to find it. It's up to you to connect to success. Okay, so it's not going to happen accidentally. Okay, in this world, even accidents aren't accidents, right? It is a calculated chaos, right? Now, choose your truth. Okay, your truth at this moment in time is that things are difficult because you can't do that, and you are in business. Okay, forget about your gender. You are in business. Business is a cruel world. Okay, they call it survival for a reason, right? So yes, it is going to be difficult. I'm not going to lie to you. Yes, it is difficult. I didn't make money for for 5 years, right? But after the 5th year, I started making money because before that, I didn't know how to. And believe it or not, I was like, oh, because I'm a guy. Girls have it easy. I'm the guy who was wrong. I learned how to stop being wrong, right? So, anyway, so when it comes to truth, you got to choose your truth. Okay, so the truth? When the truth is there, but you call it knowledge. You know the truth, and that's your knowledge, right? Lack of truth, so that's ignorance. So ignorance is lack of truth. Truth isn't there. And what is wisdom? That's application of truth. You got to apply that goddamn thing, that thing that you've learned, right? So, and it takes a while. How long have you been doing business for, Parvika?
I've been trying to do it from 2016.
Excellent. So you've been in it for a while, okay? So,
Yeah.
there's you need to connect with Annie. There's something you're not doing right, okay? And there's two
Yeah.
answers if the question is are you succeeding, are you not succeeding, there's two answers to it. Christmas answer and the real answer, right? Christmas answer is what you tell children. Oh, Santa Claus exists. You can't tell 5-year-olds Santa Claus doesn't exist. Otherwise they'll give you that look like, I'd like to speak to the manager. Like, so yeah, so the truth is you need to have a conversation with Annie. I don't know anyone who said who met Annie and said, oh, since I met Annie, I know less. Or since I started
That's
reading
true.
books, I know less, right? So
Yeah.
anyway, now in terms of writing, I know a writer who happens to be female, very successful, Leslie Flowers, right? So choose that truth, choose those role models, right? I know another successful author. She's on the 14th book. She's Tolu Ekwe. So speaking of Tolu Ekwe, I have I created a song for her book, and I'm going to release these songs that I'm creating for the books later. But right now, I'm going to play a little bit of that song for you guys. Is that all right, Annie?
Please play us out. Like I say, say I'll let this song play on. I'll try and get the last 30 seconds somehow. Don't know how.
Yeah, sure.
If you want to hear, if I miss a song, some of it, connect with Cyrus. You can hear the full song, I'm sure. So please go for it.
Oh, by the way, this is about saving a marriage and stopping your relationship from breaking down, and that's saving your marriage. Let's see. Let's hear actually.
When it feels like it's too late to save your ship, and all you feel is sheer panic, the sinking ship is your relationship. Like you're the captain of the Titanic. When hurt, fear, and rage are all that you feel, and your broken heart cannot heal. When you can no longer fix it, and when the struggle feels too real. Gift raging waters to your sons. Gift this book to your daughters. Teach them to save their marriage in life's bad times and raging waters. them navigate when the current is strong. Guide them back when it all feels wrong. Before hearts sink and their ship runs aground, let raging waters bring love back around. Let raging waters bring love back around. When raging waters bring love back around.
Where's my boy? So, Parvika, please remember, don't give up. Whatever you do, don't give up. All right? Promise us, you won't give up. Okay? When you plant a seed, it grows in two directions: downwards for the roots and upwards when it shoots. Right? Remember that. Take care, guys.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. See you in the new year. Have a happy Christmas. Thank you so much, Cyrus. You're a genius. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Say bye.
Thank you, Annie.